Hello everyone and welcome to Tricky Tuesday. Tim from Well Done Homestead here, and I wanted to go through and just talk about some of the things that you should have in your preparations because, honestly, because the world's going to crap. We've already talked about that before in previous episodes, and I wanted to kind of go through and talk about some of the kit that I have. You do not have to do what I do. Obviously, each person's going to have to figure out what they need to do for themselves. But I wanted to show you some of the stuff that just so that you can get an idea and put together your own kit, your own setup for yourself. So anyway, we're going to get into that, and we'll go through each piece individually, and I'll talk a little bit about it. We're going to start off with the battle belt. This is a very important piece of kit. You can see mine is pretty stripped down. I have only a few things on here because, honestly, because I have bad hips because I'm getting old and I beat myself up when I was younger. But anyway, this one is made by Faro Concepts. It's a very good battle belt. I have my sidearm here in a Safariland holster. The Safariland stuff is pretty tricky to get the right thing and to make sure that it's for the appropriate firearm. You can get on their website and it gives you all the model numbers and stuff, but it's still tricky. It just is. But this is the mid-ride. I have the Class 3 retention so that it's held into the holster really well, and it has the little strap thingy around the back. It also has this guy here to prevent anybody from getting at the safeties or the releases to get the pistol out of the holster without my doing so. Anyway, I have a dump bag here on the back, and that's for whatever you might need to throw in there, whether you're on range day or whether you're throwing magazines in there after they've been spent, whatever. I have a rifle mag in a pouch, and then I have a spare pistol mag in a pouch, but ultimately that's my battle belt. It's nothing spectacular, and like I said, it's pretty stripped down because that's how I like it. This is a two-piece belt. You can see here, this Velcro piece goes through your belt loops, and you wear it just like a regular belt. It is adjustable on this side here that has the little ring, and then once you've got this piece in through your loops and your shirt tucked in and everything, you would take this piece here and put it around, and the Velcro holds it on, and then it's got a Cobra buckle there on the end. Like I said, it is a Faro Concepts. It's a fantastic belt. Really like it. Works super well and is pretty robust. My next piece of gear is my chest rig. It is a Mayflower, and I don't remember what model it is, but it's made by Mayflower. They may not actually make this one anymore. I'm not actually sure, but I liked this one because it had a ton of mag pouches. I carry 8 magazines on me, and then it's got some side pouches here for lights, chem lights. I have 2 grenade pouches. Mine are smoke grenades. And I don't have the real high dollar smoke grenades like the military ones. These ones are actually the EJ-18s. You can pick these up online for like $18 or something like that. But they work pretty well. There are videos on YouTube about them. And honestly, I don't know where to get the military ones. I don't have access to that. So these, I have 2 of them. And then I have my radio here. I have other accoutrements for my radio as well. I have an earpiece and push-to-talk set up that way it's not just squawking out through the speaker or whatever. But I don't have that hooked up right now. But anyway, this is my chest rig, and it works very well. It's been through a lot of sweat and a lot of work in the range and hiking. I do hike with this gear just to get used to the weight, because I think it's really important to do that, so that you have an idea of what it's like to carry all of your equipment. The next piece of gear here is my plate carrier. It is an Armored Republic, the Testudo. It has HESCO plates in it. They're the multi-shot ceramics, and they are a very good plate. They're rated 3+, class 3+, so they're good up to 5.56, possibly 308, but I'll be honest, I'm really not interested in getting shot at all. But having a plate carrier in order to keep your vitals protected is important, and especially if you're going to be protecting your homestead, your ground, your family, your home. Having a plate carrier is very, very important. I run mine pretty slick because I will run my chest rig over top of my plate carrier. But I have a knife here. This is a CRKT Clever Girl. I like this knife. It's not like anything major. It's not anything super special, but it's a great knife, very sharp, and it works very well. And then I have a prepped windlass tourniquet here on the side. And then I have a couple of mag pouches here. It's a twofer made by Blue Force Gear. And it works super well. I mean, you can put magazines in there, or you can put other things in there, like whatever you might need. A flashlight, whether you're just going to run your carrier slick and you need to get a radio, you can put a radio in there. It might be a little tight for some radios, but if you're running a Baofeng or something like that, it's going to fit. It's not a problem. Batteries, you can put them in there. That pouch can be used for a lot of different things. So anyway, this is my plate carrier, and it's a little on the heavier side, just simply because of the plates that I have. But they're good plates, and I know they'll protect my heart and my lungs, which are kind of the vitals, man. That's what's important, keeping everything working on the inside and keeping your blood inside, if you know what I mean. All right, you guys have seen this before. This is my rifle. It is chambered in 5.56. It is an AR platformed rifle. The lower is an Anderson lower, which whatever you want to say about Anderson, they're not high dollar. They're not anything crazy, nothing special. But it is reliable. I've put a few thousand rounds through this rifle and not had any trouble. The upper is an Aero Precision upper. 20-inch barrel, and that honestly is the most important section of the rifle. It does have a Timney trigger, which is nice, ambi safety, which is great. I run Magpul gear on the front and back. Actually, I think this is Magpul as well. But I have a little compartment here where I keep spare batteries as well as some spare earplugs and Allen wrenches for working on some of the stuff here, whether it be the optics or whatever. And then also under the heel here of my handle, I also have a couple of spare shells, a couple spare rounds, and then some earplugs as well as some batteries, some spare batteries for my light as well as for my optic. The optic here is a SIG Tango 1-to-6 power. It's a really nice LPVO, works extremely well. It works as advertised, we'll put it that way. I do have a collapsible rear sight back here underneath of my LPVO. If the optic were to fail, I can get that off of there and then flip that up, and it will work just fine. The Marines used a very similar setup to that with iron sights for years and years. And it worked pretty good for them. I have a little optics wipe here. With us getting into some colder weather, having this on here, it's just bungeed on. It's nothing crazy, nothing special. But having this little cloth to wipe off your lenses if they do get foggy or wet or whatever is important. because if you can't see through your optic, you're not going to be able to hit what you're aiming at. I have a Vickers padded sling, Blue Force. Yep, Blue Force gear, and it is obviously adjustable, and I have it on quick detach thingies here. Quick detach sling mounts is the appropriate term, not thingies. But yeah, so that's my kit. I have a light on here as well. It's Inforce. It's kind of an older one. It's not super bright, but I haven't spent the money, I'll be really honest. I've had other things that I've been focused on as far as buying and kitting out. I have a light on here, and that's honestly the most important thing. I'm not planning on storming the beaches. I'm just looking to protect my family and my homestead. So this is the rifle that I carry, and it works very, very well. Like I said, I've got a few thousand rounds through it, never had any major issues. In fact, I don't think I've had any issues at all. So this is your primary, this is my secondary, and yeah, hopefully you won't have to go to the tertiary, which is this guy here, because that's a bad day when you got to go there. All right, so this is what it looks like when it's all put together. Everything's holstered here, and you can see the plate carrier underneath of the chest rig. Chest rig fits over top. It's a little snug. I actually need to loosen it up. And honestly, you're going to be loosening and tightening as you go through seasons, because you're going to be putting coats on, sweatshirts on, whatever it is that you're going to have on for warmth. And you're going to want to make sure that your chest rig, all these things need to be accessible as you are interacting. Anyway, you might be thinking, why in the world, Tim, would you need all this stuff? Well, the reality is this. Things aren't getting any better. In fact, things are getting a whole lot worse. The last thing you want to do is you be unprepared. That's part of the reason why homesteaders homestead. That's why you do your gardens, because you want to have food. That's why you do chickens or you do other livestock, because you want to make sure that you're taken care of, your family's taken care of, whether it's food, milk, eggs, whatever. You want to be able to have that ability to take care of yourself, because the government's certainly not going to do that. They're not going to take care of you. This is for when things go completely awry, when there's no rule of law, when, let's face it, when Hamas comes running through the neighborhood or whatever. You want to be able to defend your family. Let's really be honest with one another. To call the police or to call someone to come and help is going to take time that you don't have. So having the things that you need to take care of yourself, defend your family, defend your homestead, is vitally important. Really, really is. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Tell me whether or not you agree with my loadout. It's obviously always a work in progress. I'm constantly moving stuff around and seeing what I like and what I don't like. This is actually the second chest rig I've had. I have another one. It's a mini chest, like a micro. It doesn't have any admin pouches, and that was why I opted for this guy, because it does have an admin pouch. So I can put maps in there or whatever, compass. But yeah, having this stuff, is super important. Tell me what you have. Tell me, what you think I should change, if you think I should change anything. Whatever. But yeah, give me a thumbs up. Give me a subscribe. If you're not subscribing, subscribe to the channel. And then share the videos, guys. Share them around with all your friends, family, especially people that don't like this stuff because they're afraid. They need to see this. They need to know that things aren't going good, that they need to be prepared. They need to get themselves in order. They need to get their house in order. So anyway, yeah, give me some comments. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys are having a good week this week so far. It is only Tuesday, but you'll probably not watch this today. You'll probably be watching it tonight because, let's face it, it's almost 11. I've still got to upload it and edit. So, anyway, hope you all have a good one, and stay prepared.